I'll call the meeting to order and 4:06. I would like to entertain a motion to accept the minutes as read from the last meeting.
I'll make a motion to accept the minutes as read.
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
The ayes have it. Now we have a guest today. His name is Tom, and Tom, please introduce yourself to Hayden Trout.
Hi.
Want me to sit up here or what? Sure, yeah, please.
Yeah, you want to come over and sit?
Yeah.
Oh, you just dropped your.
Oh, my pen. Yeah, my name. The owl here, but yeah, my name's Tom Hawkins. I've lived in Needham for a long time. I've just completed 47 years in the Library Board of Trustees. Elected member, yeah. And now that I'm leaving, I want to set up a trust fund for the benefit of the library. A modest one, with some parameters. I wanted to have deal with baseball. I want them to use it for anything to do with baseball. They can buy the Red Sox, they can do anything they want. And
Are you donating $1 billion?
close, yeah. I mentioned my numbers, they have mine in a moment. The purpose of the trust, it has to, and I understand I'm talking to you before, it has to be accepted by the library trustees, obviously, and you people. You have to, and my next question is, because it's, any donations to the library have to also be approved by the select board. Is that the case with trust funds?
I don't believe so.
Okay, the reason, whenever he makes a donation to the library for any reason, we vote on it as a library. The library trustees vote on it, and then it goes before the select board for the next agenda, and they accept it. Because the select board has to accept all town money.
We did have to, but the select board would have to accept the new trust.
Yeah. I think they do because the library, especially for the library, I think, because the library is under the town manager. And they oversee the town manager. I think
But
that,
I will tell you that in all the stuff that we received from the state, we have never gone to the select board for an acceptance. And this includes a lot of scholarship trusts for high school, which of course is all.
I just wanted
Yeah.
to find out, I don't know. And then, what else do I have to do?
Well, okay.
Oh, no, the amount I want to do is $796 and $7,963.57. And that's, I'm a librarian, by the way, by trade, I'm long retired, but 796.357 is the Dewey Decimal number for baseball.
I figured that.
Ah,
Okay.
figured there was some reason for that specific.
Basically, historically, all you have to do is write a letter to Board of Trustees of the Board of Commissioners, or whatever we're called, Board of Trustees. And indicate all of that to us and say that you want it controlled by the town library. And then we'll take the check and you can accept it. And,
I can certainly
then
forward.
we'll, the library, the money will be in with the library funds.
That's what
There would be, so I'm the newest member of this
Mhm.
board, so I'm partially asking questions to Joe, but on your behalf. Would we need to see any kind of a trust document? And might that specify like, this is to be a perpetual trust or the corpus is to be spent over some amount of time?
Right, that's a good point. One of the things in your letter, you should say what you want, how much money you want the library to spend each year.
Yeah, the interest plus 5% or something like that.
We typically recommend you say 4% of the corpus of the trust,
Okay,
okay? Because if you do interest and dividends, for example, that's a specific number. But if you say the corpus of the trust, 4%, that will guarantee, and not guarantee, but that will typically make sure the inflation adjusted amount that they have each year will be the same going forward.
okay.
So if that amount, this year, 4%, this year,
Corpus.
$350, then next year, if there's a little bit of inflation, the account will go up a little bit and.
Yeah.
and then
There's a lot of
spend it.
And do they have to spend it? Or
No,
can-
they do not.
Okay,
have to
okay,
spend it.
okay. Because I know like last night, I'm on the Exchange Club Foundation Board of Directors. And we are told that we have to spend, we're a 501(c)(3), C3, and that what it is, because with that, we have to spend 5%. We can't keep going with it,
Right.
you know, yeah,
And also if you, what Joe just said assumes you want to keep the trust going forever. If you don't, then you could do
Well,
more.
I was thinking of that because, you know, with inflation and everything and all that, you know, it's, but I don't want it to disappear completely, but, you know, I'm 78, I'd like to have a go till I'm 85 at least.
Well, I
Okay,
think the
well-
4% is the best way to do it,
Okay,
to guarantee it lasts forever. And hopefully baseball will last forever too.
yeah,
Right. Well, but again, I think it depends if you would prefer to see it spent faster and put to work, you know, more aggressively,
yeah,
you know, while you're around to see it, then I would say more than 4%.
Yeah, it's obviously your decision.
yeah, okay,
4% is the kind of empirical number. There's a lot of research backing it up that
based upon inflation.
suggests that it would be a perpetual thing to keep around.
Very good. Well, thank you very much.
Accept the letter, and the letter of acceptance.
And also the, trustees of the library will have to sign off on it too, right? Because they don't want to get stuck. And also, one thing, I made it very clear when I was talking to the chairman of the library trustee, that I don't want this to interfere with any other, you know, trust or fundraising that the library does, or the Friends of the Library does, or the Library Foundation does. So I want to make it very clear that I don't want other people to, but I don't know, to put stuff into trust, you know. I plan to put a little bit of something in every year too.
Okay.
You know. Probably $79 and 65 cents. $790.
Let's go. It says it's. we're in practice.
I apologize.
It did say record.
Oh, we don't have, it was recording anyway. No problem, it was harder to do the minutes. Okay,
So that would be good.
Yeah.
We
thank you.
We thank you for your service and thank you for the.
yeah,
Thank you. For the minutes, you said you were a library trustee for 47 years?
46 and a half, yeah.
Oh, well,
76.
Round up.
47th year.
That was 31. 77.
Did you come down on a motorcycle?
No, a bicycle. Thank you.
Veronica, when it says one attendee.
Huh?
is that a-
There is someone again.
Oh, yeah, Notre Dame alumni. Yes, that is I. Blessed.
Hi, everyone. It's Julia.
Hi, Julia.
Good to have you on board. Did you hear everything that went on before?
I don't know. Can you hear me now? I've only been allowed in for like the past 30 seconds. I feel like I missed all the good stuff.
I think that the stuff may not have recorded previously. I do apologize. I did check up there not that long ago and all I saw was panelists one, which is ourselves. Have you been there for a while?
Yep, since 4.
Oh,
Okay.
That's unfortunate.
It's unfortunate. Let us tell you what transpired. A fellow by the name of Don Martin, who was been a library trustee for
I thought it
47
was
years.
Tom Harkin.
I heard that was Tom Parkin.
It is Tom Harkins.
Has decided he wants to leave a trust fund for the library for the use of them in terms of interest in baseball. So we discussed how he could do that by simply writing a letter to the trust committee, and what he had to say in it.
Thank you, Joe, for that update. And that is fabulous news.
Yes, it is. It's nice. And now,
Wonderful.
Veronica, what is next on the subject in terms of what Ann Harkins may have said? Oh, before you do that, I did get, as I was asked to, I did get in touch with Tim McDonald of the health fund, the health.
Board of Health, yep.
And he said he might be here today. No, he obviously isn't. When I asked him, I said, we haven't heard about your needs for any spending. He said, we haven't in the last couple of years had any spending project. He said, but he's meeting later this month with the Domestic Violence Committee, and he may have something at that point. I did not, what I failed to do is I failed to tell him that the Domestic Violence Trust, it is always a good idea each year to make a modest donation, $500, for example, to a local safe house. You all know what a safe house is, right?
Yep.
And they've done that in the past. I forgot to mention it, but at least do that, even though we didn't have any special needs, because I don't know what the safe house is, but they do know what the safe house is. They and the police department know where it is and all that stuff. And they can always use the funds. So if we see him here, if he does come to a meeting, remind me or remind him that that's always a possibility each year from that fund. Okay,
Okay, so next item on the agenda would be to review and approve the invoices for payment.
okay.
We do have a significant amount of invoices.
You do?
We do. Yep,
Scholarships,
I have scholarships plus school invoices and ton invoices and library invoices. That all appeared relatively quickly between yesterday and today. So that's one batch. Two batch, three batches. These are all library.
The new librarian is doing as good a job as the old librarian. Good news.
so I was wondering, does anyone know if he's related to Lita Harkins, who used to be a town elected official, I forget what she was, but.
I remember the name, but I don't know. Today is the 15th.
Yes.
While we're signing these, let's remember that this is our last meeting until September, but invoices still have to be signed. And we should all tell Veronica, just email us when you need them to be signed. And everybody let them know if you can come in, because if you're on vacation, you should not hold up the invoice. And we only need two people, two signatures
Okay.
to have a quorum.
Interesting, Tim McDonald, that didn't need funds. I always feel like everybody's always looking for money to do
something.
things.
Yeah. Well, what I think is special is that because we asked him to submit a requirement because of the history of that department, I think he's very conscientious of doing the right thing with them. It's always nice. There are more. These are more schools.
Nope, those are town. Miscellaneous school, and then I'll move on to scholarship. Okay, so this is a listing of all the scholarships, which I tried to get onto one. Both front and back. These ones that are highlighted are, they requested that the increase of the amount this year. So I wasn't sure if you needed some backup in order to agree with it. So I printed those up also. You might just want to, yeah, do front and back, but it's fine.
We usually all get a copy of the scholarship, recipients. Do we
Copy
need
of
that? Do we
this?
need to approve these?
Nope, just for background information in case you wanted to review those.
You said the highlighted ones were increased
Yeah.
from what?
From prior years.
The answers are here on some of them. Okay,
And on others, then the dollars remain the same?
Yep.
What was our June 30 to June 30? The dollars to say the same?
say it again?
So,
No, it's not based on June 30th, results, but it's based on, I think, last year's, no, it's
I think it's,
September.
I think it's December.
December, I believe.
okay, so whatever it is, the calendar year.
Yeah.
But to the extent that there was investment return, either positive or negative, for calendar 2022, what do you expect the scholarship amounts to be different? In other words, it's not gonna be,
No, some of the scholarship amounts, for example, the Aiken Scholarship.
Yeah.
He wants $2,500 per year per student, 4 years. And one
Sure.
student each year, and there's nothing else in there other than that number.
I guess there's some of these perpetual scholarships.
Yeah.
Where we would expect the amount would change every year.
And it does, in terms of the Spiegelman Scholarship, which is the math scholarship. That one is $12,900 this year. And I know it was a different number last year, and it was, in fact, it was more last year. Okay, and that's a 4% cost of the fund. Not Spiegelman, these are the
Siegel, I think. Siegel?
Barstow. It's in the top part, Siegel, yeah. Show you where it is. I'll point it out to you. But I always look at that one first. The kids going to Harvard, I know that. Oh, Miriam. Charles and Bernice. Charles and Bernice. Under C. Let me see it. Yeah, I think that's the greatest scholarship.
So we don't need to sign
You do not need to sign those, it's just background information for those that have requested it.
Did you see Charles? Okay.
Lot of good schools on here, very important, that's good.
Yeah.
I'm gonna call it. Actually, it's not going.
Anything else on the agenda?
Any other topics not anticipated?
Anything anybody want to bring up?
Good.
So we should now figure a day in September. Back to-
Okay.
What day is each, 21st, is it Thursday? Yeah.
Thursday, our designated dinner.
That's in the middle of Rosh Hashanah.
Is it? I don't, that was.
Rosh Hashanah is on the 15th.
I might just,
Oh,
sorry,
then that's
suggest
okay.
that you sign both sides of the sheet, just because
Okay.
of the
Okay.
total wasn't on the front side, just on the back side as well too, please.
Did it upside down.
So that was going for is what, the 23rd? Do that, Attorney?
I'll look it up.
This is 6/14, 2, 2, 3. We didn't sign against the.
Yom
You don't
Kippur,
mind.
Yeah.
Yom Kippur starts the night of September 24th. Sunday, 24th.
Yeah.
Is that a special? I don't know if that's a special.
No, that's fine.
That's
We,
not-
we can do the 23rd.
Okay.
My preference is basically not Tuesday, not Wednesday. Those are the days that I typically work in
So,
Boston.
What
So
did you just
Mondays,
suggest?
Thursdays and Fridays are all,
Do you have a
Fine.
preference?
I can do Thursdays is fine, Mondays is usually quite busy here, that's the only
So
thing.
Thursdays.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't get it.
happy to do
So-
4 o'clock on a Friday also. That's what.
So Thursday, the 21st,
Yes, what time?
4:30.
4:30.
4:30.
Could we
So
pull
you
it back to
want
4 o'clock?
I mean,
Is
I
that
prefer the
possible?
4:30, but we usually do 4.
Yeah,
You prefer 4?
I do.
We've always done 4:30.
The last few we've done 4 o'clock, just to try and coordinate with my schedule also.
Okay.
That's, I'm okay with 4.
Yeah.
We'll do 4.
February 21st, 4.
Thanks.
All right. Anything else? Anything else? I will entertain a motion to adjourn.
The motion to adjourn.
I second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
The ayes have it.
You didn't.
Have a nice summer, you guys.
Thanks.
Anybody doing anything special?
We're going to the Cape for 2 weeks.
Where you going?
We have a few, like,